Right. Oh shit. Ignore the face. For now. But chat. So, I've decided to play this game again, cause well, the last time I played, the last part I played was very, very interesting. The princess became a mommy. For some apparent reason. And, it became so interesting that apparently I tried to look at the achievements and they're like around 90 achievements, and we've just scratched the surface. So we'll continue the games to see what we find out, because I think this is actually a very long game than I expected. So let us continue.
Path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, so just a recap. I think the narrator's the bad guy, and we're trying to save the princess, our soon-to-be waifu. I think. I hope. Question mark. And we also have this other guy.
To slay her. If you don't,
the hero. Let me see here. So we tried to leave last time, but we couldn't leave because we still ended up at the cabin anyway. So
you make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
now last time we've always used the dagger. This time we won't use the dagger.
The
I think there's some merit to that.
Almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Nope. This time we won't take the blade. See what happens there.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by her voice softly carried.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
You know, Hero, you sound like Jon Snow for some reason. Now that I've just realized it.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
No worry, narrator. We've been here before. I do wonder what this is about. Lie.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
I wonder if you know
You walk
who
down
they
the stairs
are,
and
Princess.
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Yeah, let's skip this part.
Okay. Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Of course, Princess.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Princess. It's kind of funny though. So is your name Princess?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
So you don't know.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
No, not yet. If I'm the first person you've seen here for a while, what have you been eating or drinking? Good point.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I mean, you kinda need to, like, eat and drink.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
What are you going to do if I let you? Yeah, what are you gonna do if I let you
Princess
out?
hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
I believe you. Hama. I don't know if anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Alright. I can't believe they've been kidnapping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make this. Okay, this is a new option here. Go back upstairs, retrieve another, just gonna trust you. Okay. We'll try to remain silent. Kind of like one of those silent hero types. Even though we just talked to her.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh, shit.
Better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Oh, that went dark real fast.
Where the princess
Oh
sat
shit,
only a
Jess.
moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Alright, I think we got off on the wrong foot here.
Oh, you coward!
No, I don't think we can.
Oh, that went dark.
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Wait. Let's talk this out. Okay, let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Yeah, let's close the door.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
Okay, wait, if she's patient, then so are we.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on,
Damn it.
wake up. We can't fall asleep down here. You wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers.
Fair enough.
You barely even realize that you've started to drift off.
Ah, damn it.
Pain tears you from your sleep.
Ah!
The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs. There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone.
Oh, she
It can't
ate
just
me.
end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. The beast.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to sleep. It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been up. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Okay.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh, lady. Fine.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Okay, fair enough, Hunted.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
No. No, narrator, you're as worse as the princess herself.
Maybe. The interior of the cabin is
Oh, it still looks
ruinous
like a cabin.
and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Fair enough.
I care about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else could he be hiding from us? I'm not lying to you, I promise. There isn't a mirror. Really.
Alright, let's take a blade. Or do we want... I mean, what if we could reason with her, right? It's possible.
No steel claw? Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk. I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it. The door to the basement creaks open.
Oh, it's a
revealing
cave.
what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
Okay, I may have made a mistake there. I should have...
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor
I
of the
see a tail.
starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
No, narrator.
She's
I think you're very
certainly
wrong.
not just a princess. You're not helping.
So are
It
you.
doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Okay. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see you right... We don't... Move.
You lunge to the side, taking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
Is it too late to get the knife?
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers.
I'm
A pair
so
of
far from the
shining eyes
door.
peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Okay,
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
true enough. Alright,
She's
then let's run.
right there. We have to wait for an opening.
How
That's
so,
fair.
Mr. Hunter?
She'll kill us if we try and run past her.
Okay, what do you
I
want?
to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants. Just run for the blade upstairs and slay
You just
her
told
with
me
it.
to not.
Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it. She is clearly not. She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Alright, survive.
You sprint and move across the jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Okay, we're back. Why do you want to kill me? Stop fighting each other. Run for the stairs.
Now's our chance. Quick. Right, I agree. We can't do anything without a weapon. We can regroup once we're armed and try to figure out a better plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Sprint for the stairs. You feel the air shift. You instinctively glance behind you just in time to see the princess lunge from the shadows, more unhinged and dripping, eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver,
No!
too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured. I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
How
You are
so?
in a dark and
Oh,
caustic
shit.
place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around
We're
you.
inside
its
her.
sleek surface impossible to grip.
So strong,
Your
too.
hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin.
Oh no, I'm melting.
You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
Oh, that's the worst kind of death.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
No.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
Oh, okay.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison.
Oh. Well, sorry about that, princess, but, you know... Wait, is there another guy other than me?
I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Oh, she consumed us. Can you talk to the cabin? You could have asked me before as well.
I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong
Survive by the fittest then.
and the weak submit or perish.
Fine, have it your way.
Like the cornered animal you are, you tear against the thick membranes of her stomach with every part of you that can be made sharp. Nails, claws, teeth, hands, feet.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Your
How
body
so?
is violently jostled, disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Just because I want freedom doesn't mean I want to give you yours. Close some more.
Again you tear, heart pumping with adrenaline, your ulcerating hands a blur of feverish motion fueled by the desperation to fight against being reduced to lifeless molecules and meat.
Oh shit.
As the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever.
I can.
Your energy is fading, but you can hear her heart thumping somewhere close. There's so little of you left. Your fingers reduced to bone, your nerves bare and screaming, the acid pooling around you now a soup of your skin and meat. You are a spark of will driving a melted corpse.
Oh, that's so bad. Oh, I'm dying.
But will can never truly exceed the limits of the flesh. Your vision finally begins to blur, your eyes clouding over as they melt in their sockets.
No.
What little air remains in this rancid stew of flesh and slippery organs is finally too foul to breathe, and your lungs mercifully give out before you have to suffer another burning, liquefying moment. Everything goes
Oh, I
dark,
still died in the end.
and you die.
Is there a chapter 3? Chapter 3.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end, but something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No,
Princess?
that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
I'm the princess?
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you talk. What happened? What did you do?
You
Can
happened.
she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
That's just because she devoured us and we dissolved away. We don't even exist as a body anymore.
Oh, okay, that's messed up. How did we get back to the third one?
We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better? She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
At least we're one.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one.
See? She said so.
This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
I guess that's it then. This is
Oh.
us now. We're the woods. Okay.
Okay. Why are you being nice to
We
me?
can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain.
Oh.
Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Okay, Princess, chill. Okay.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against
Wait,
each
Princess,
other
you have
by
another multiple
something
personality?
that understands the strength of our unity.
I can feel a thumping. A heartbeat. Like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
Gaze at the terror in your heart. We must.
Please, don't make us remember how I was.
And just like that, you start to fall apart. I can remember it now. I didn't like being eaten.
So do I.
I'd forgotten how much it burned. And the air was so hard to breathe. She didn't care. She didn't care at all. As you remember the terror and pain you felt at the hands of the princess, you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
Ah.
I don't like this. It's better for us to be the woods. I don't want to go back.
Sorry, broken guy.
No, I devoured you. I won. I put things back the way they were supposed to be.
Some division, when sown, can never truly be mended.
Yeah, we're
Cavernous
coming out.
gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole.
What?
And then you find yourself
Princess.
blade in hand, exactly where you need to be. At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
I feel empty, don't you?
We're just like
Princess.
her, and she's just like us. We never should have left her.
Shut up,
I
broken
feel
guy.
safe. She isn't dangerous anymore. We could leave her. We could both live. Do we have to do this? You have to. You know you have to.
No. I had to put an end to whatever happened to us. Got her
This
free.
little bastard. If you think I'm going to let you free her, you have another thing coming. And that other thing is... You have
Yeah,
to wait and find out when it happens.
then we'll do
Ignore
it.
him. His words only confuse us. Just do it. You're tired, aren't you? No, I'm not. I'm... Fine. Whatever. You cut the princess down from the roots that bind her. I hope you're happy. Good luck getting her out of here. I think we are happy, actually. We might not be a part of her, but being around her is almost the same. Almost.
I didn't think you would do that after everything.
Don't worry, princess. I got you.
It's so
Wait,
cool
princess.
without you.
Oh, why she's half body. Oh, was that the redemption arc?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? but it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Don't worry, hero.
The thing reeks of death. I don't want to look at us. Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. I'd like to be somewhere nice, a mercy.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. What? Okay, this is new. But that isn't right. It can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it, a figure. Faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Oh my. Boku?
I think you know what I am.
Narrator? A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Okay, now this isn't the cabin anymore. And then another crack of the forms, another. So you're the narrator.
Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Ow. If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Ow. I've met you so many times. No. If you made me, then what
You're the
I...
long quiet, the god I left to rid the world of death.
Oh. I'm the long quiet? Oh god, I always knew I was special. Does it hurt when pieces of you break?
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
How so? Ow.
No. In life, I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you, and I made her, and I made this place to hold you both.
No way, how so? Okay, we need to figure out, are you a part of me? So if you made me, and you made a princess, why would you want to rid of the world of death? Oh, did your princess die?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Narrator? Okay, I was supposed to see all of this, was I? How did you die? Why did you make her a princess? Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or slice of soggy bread? Fair question? what if neither of us leave this place? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? You've called this place a construct. Who cares about dying? You made us out of what? The people... We need more... better questions. What if neither of us leave? Okay.
You asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come.
Wait, so you're me and I'm you and also the princess?
I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
Okay, we got 3 more questions. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all the hubris after everything you've done to us? Do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know what the things... does anyone else know about this?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. Then the patterns are wiped from the sand. When the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
I'm confused now, so we're in a simulation made by you to do what exactly? Do you have anything to say after everything you've done to us? Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? God, others like you've said something. Does it hurt when the pieces of you break? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to help. Are you a part of me? Becoming whatever... Okay.
As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is.
Fair.
No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. It's why I had to die.
Okay there, narrator. So you're sacrificing yourself.
With some amount of difficulty. But you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long, quiet, vast, and none... and... Mason? God. And it finally is time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Oh, she's the three-headed god thingy.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured.
Why do you sound cocky?
They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
I mean, I only just click here, lady.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Don't you have a say to all this? Why is this falling on? Let's talk about us through. I still have so many questions I need to answer before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
Fair.
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh.
A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to.
No! Princess!
You knew me, and I knew you. Even more than either of us know each other now. And you chose to pull apart that weave. But you did not choose to end me. We were still one, but we were also separate, and we were free. We were as we are. Will you excise that part of yourself now that you see me from yet another angle?
I could bring myself to hurt you, then I miss what it was like to be together. Could bring myself to hurt you. Couldn't bring myself to hurt you then, but maybe I should have. I need Hero's voice. Chad, if only you were here. Okay, so the reason why I didn't kill you is because I could have tried to save you. I won't engage in violence.
Violence has defined the thread of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear. You become nothing, a black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it. Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
Submitting to you was a mistake. I would have destroyed you if you were consumed by your own ego. It doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall on others if we are able to. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll live. Just don't know how. No. Let's be philosophical about this. It doesn't matter how I feel, death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall on others. No, that's kind of wrong to say it. Because, like, death, suffering, and oblivion is a part of life. I miss when that was something to you. I would destroy if you knew what we were.
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful. To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason than to believe in something that wasn't us. Cold skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still?
It's the path matters always ends. It doesn't matter how I feel, death, suffering. I get it. It's just a metaphor. I want to protect them. Yeah, I want to protect them.
And that is what I want too. To protect them from the horrors of an eternity without me. Your liver takes a stake into your body. And another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Yeah, but you didn't do shit. Like you just that feeling never left me. It doesn't how I
Then there's no need for you to fight with the earth. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
I won't leave you, not until I see the things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once.
Oh, you're so scary.
You learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me.
You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If you hadn't snatched that body away, would have killed each other. You were self-destructive. It felt so good to finally win, even if it was wrong to cause him out. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle. Yeah!
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
As the clash between you and abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
to fight for the better for the world. It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
You're quoted and I cannot let you exist. But you're the concept of death, right? Okay. I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for the better world. Good stuff. But I don't want to destroy the world.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
Hero! Which hero are you? You
It's
have
good
no
to be
idea.
fair. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Then let's
Ready.
go.
Oh, it's so dark. Not dark, but...
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I like that for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he?
No, he didn't.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know I've already mentioned it, but if we want to see this through, we're gonna need that blade.
For sure.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Oh. Let's do this.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah, it was called...
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Sure.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
I don't want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Oh, okay.
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I only wanted to slay the you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract concept than it's a person. That's the way with it.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning. before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
It's
Can
kind of
she
a
really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
but we'd still be stuck in a cycle though. Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer? If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be. Is there any? I take it. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to be a god? Okay.
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back. Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
But I don't want to forget you, princess.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you. And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
I take it all back. I don't want this. I don't know. This is a very tough choice. I mean, we could go back, see what we can do somehow.
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
No, this is probably the first one. What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about...
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you.
Aw, princess, stop it, you.
And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
Fair enough. Yeah, we'd have to decide to do this every single time forever. Eventually something's going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Alright, let's try this one more time, Princess then.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
I love you. Just do it. I'll see you soon.
Hey, I love you.
Oh my... She said it, guys!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, now that we know part of the story. That was the credits. The good and it doesn't count. Thank you so much for playing as an expression of our gratitude. Oh, okay. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by H. Print screen.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Wait a minute. History. Okay, I can't go back. This is... Oh no. Wait.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely... The blade is your...
I do be confused. Okay, so assuming that we did go back. January the 1st. Okay, assuming that we did the reset. Yes.
You're on a path in the woods.
Skip.
You make your way up the short path to the... She will lie.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Ignore him. He doesn't...
Okay, let's try to do the right thing here.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely...
Skip. Let's try taking all the good ends.
Open. How many times do I...
Wait, really? You're here? Okay. Oh.
Princess, your name? No. What have you been doing or drinking?
The princess hesitates before responding.
I'm going to keep you locked away down here at least for a while. And get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way
It
or
was an
another,
idea.
I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
That went dark.
You have to make a choice. You can't be serious.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, I think you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe
Nope.
it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yes, they
There's
did.
a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her
Princess!
arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clack.
Oh, this is very interesting. It gave me the...
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her. You cut into her. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping. How is she still smiling? No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, wait, this is... Watch me.
What are you doing?
No!
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Okay, we know that part. Okay, proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. If only you knew what you... Forget but he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our... Last time? What? I think he just lies. I do. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. The blade is your...
What if you take the blade this time
You
around?
take the blade from the table. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, uncle.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Alright, let's skip that part.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, only because he made us try and...
Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care. What happened after I died?
You died, and
Okay. Before we started talking, did the world end?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word.
Oops. Let's just save this lot then.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I hope you brought a slow paper with. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
The narrator sent me here to kill you, took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Alright, let's.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
Yeah, shut up.
And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our... You wouldn't.
Yes.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Let me guess. And spoken with the rank cynicism.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever... I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Oh, that would dark.
Makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
You have to want something more than just making me happy. But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Well, what would you make you happy? You have to want something more than just making me happy. You have to want something more than just me.
Okay, I'll find something else
Oh,
to want
no.
that makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Well, I want you to make me unhappy. Do you want...
I just want to make you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here? No! She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... There's something... Yes, I feel... I'm begging you, don't...
It's me. Alright, that's one down.
Something finds me in the long quiet.
Skip.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. I am solitary.
I am.
A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
I know.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
What if I destroy my body?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
I do.
You're on a path.
Bring the disconstructed
At the end of
damsel
that
to her.
path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will.
Okay.
While I appreciate the mental. You make your way up the shore. Warning, she will lie. The interior of the cabin is almost into the blade.
Alright, this time we leave her.
The door to the basement.
Skip.
Don't be
Hi.
a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please.
You walk down the stairs. She's.
Okay.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is some kind of. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still.
Hold on, now we're sticking to the plan.
It will be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Oh yeah, she is
As
the
she
nightmare.
violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Let me know this is me guilt conscious. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
She became again.
And all at once, the paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
No.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
How is she doing that?
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
With anaphylactic shock? Is that
You're
the thing?
on a path in the wood. You're here to...
Okay.
Again? People don't... If he doesn't remember what happened, then... Shh. What if he hears us?
Voice of the paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit.
Shit.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all. A warning. Before she will lie. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Alright, this time, in that case, we grab the knife.
The interior of the cabin
shit.
is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it. Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right?
Oh shit!
She knows that we're here.
I just realized this.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Person mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Alright, take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Enter the basement.
You cross over the
that's so
threshold
not right.
onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Okay. How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off the void between the stairs. I am going to talk to
my
her.
warning a minute ago. She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Oh, we're already exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh shit.
I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Okay, chill, paranoid guy.
You have
Do your thing.
seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Liver. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
I don't think that we can hit her though.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can leave without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Okay, if you need to, then why didn't you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Okay. Let's turn off this whole organ shutting down situation.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Oh, you're just too damn hot then, huh? Yeah. Yeah, we can be.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
I'm not helping you leave. Plus the blade remain. So do your worst. Okay, let's get out of here.
What? No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving. And do you think you could just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Well, we kinda need to survive.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Nerves. I don't trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. Nerves, heart,
How about you go
Are you
first?
scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now.
Okay, fair enough.
Besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident?
That,
I wouldn't want that to happen.
that's kind of.
And I don't think you'd want that to happen either. So go on. Go ahead.
She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet.
Okay, fine.
Place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles. An uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here.
Oh yeah, I really think about it.
I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's messing with us, But you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
This is so frustrating.
Rating.
Don't worry, paranoid guy.
And you'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right. Lungs, liver, nerves. Oh, look at that. It's locked. What a relief for the world. Heart.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Nerves, heart, lungs. You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart, lungs, liver. Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
Yeah.
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system. We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Okay.
Liver.
I got
Nerves.
it. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. You're terrible at this. I know. I'm doing my best. Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Heart.
Look.
Lungs.
Liver nerves.
Nerves.
You can do it, hero.
Heart. Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right. Yeah, fuck this guy. Trust her. Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it? I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down.
And which one
Thank you for your
is...
gracious show of support, but that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact.
Okay, fair enough.
Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again. Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now, and I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, we slay the princess.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Oh shit.
Can she? We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. In her final moments, the princess lunges forward, tackling you, and you both plunge into the endless abyss of her basement labyrinth.
Oh no, that's not
As you
good.
fall, you rip your blade from her chest, tightly clutching it in your hands.
Have fun falling forever. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She tears herself away from you and tumbles away into the darkness. You are alone, and you are falling forever. But you saved the world. You should be proud of yourself for seeing this through.
I don't want endless torment though.
Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. Are we really gonna fall forever? Can't you narrate us some stairs out of here? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? Now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means you're falling. Forever.
Damn it, narrator.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no, I hate this. You continue to fall. Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right?
No, that's not the very definition of forever.
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. You continue to fall, and you will only continue to fall. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? Guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially perhaps. Why?
Why? Yeah, why?
Why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
But I've only got the best company answer. You guys. What more do I need?
Do a lot better than us. Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
I don't know. I'm not sure biology. Won't I starve or die?
That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death falling through an infinite void. You have our way out.
Oh, drop the blade. Okay, it's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again.
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you? Of course I did. Though I rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. You bastard, how much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're falling forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killer.
No.
What if
Look,
you don't manage it next time?
we killed her once here, so this world is fine, I think.
I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject. No. Still no.
I'm gonna wear you down, Vijay. You might as well spill those sweet, sweet secrets now. Then you'll have something else to
You're
talk
not going
about.
to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Secret?
The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can. The narrator continues to ignore you.
Anyway.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there?
No.
You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go. You'd better get this right next time, do you hear me? Don't blow it. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The Wraith.
You're on a path.
Oh, no.
Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. We've tried doing it our way and we've tried doing it his way. I think the only way left is hers. Are you suggesting we let her out? And why shouldn't we? It's obvious she's the one with the real power here. We might as well ingratiate ourselves to our terrifying new overlord. Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world.
Well, we did kill her one
Let me
time, so...
remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it. Yourself included. See, it's that last part I'm not so sure about. We've ended twice now. We even ended her once, but it didn't matter, because it still threw us right back into these woods. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright? Well
No.
then, if the world's rushing to an end, that's all the more reason for us to rush over to the cabin and make ourselves useful. It's all about making a good impression. If we're useful, there's a place for us.
Alright, killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to follow through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever.
Sorry, bro, but
Those little voices
pretty much
have already
experienced.
drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. Do you see how little authority he has? He's practically just begging us at this point. She at least takes what she wants. She's inspirational, really. Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
get it? Because like everything is in webs. Alright,
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. Of course we do. We've been over it. Find the one in charge, and make sure she knows how helpful we are. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
you will care. Okay,
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. I wouldn't
Alright,
trust
fair.
that if I were the one making decisions. Take it however you will.
let's go.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh,
long and
yeah.
dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Oh, shit.
Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time? Let's be mindful of our position, boys. Without the knife, we lose part of our bargaining power. We should fold and beg for mercy as soon as we see her. I'm sure we have too much self-respect to do something so worm-like, right? We can always at least pretend to have a conversation as equals. We did kill her last time.
Yeah, and she remembers us pretty much every time we die, so...
Yeah, but she sort of let us do that, didn't she? And again, we don't have a blade. And look at the bright side, at least everybody knows exactly where worms stand in the pecking order. At the bottom, which is the most important part if you think about it, because it gives everybody else something to stand on, the bedrock, if you will. She'll understand the value of that.
Alright, let's pretend there is a mirror in the end of the hallway and that right now we can't see behind. What's there? What's behind it?
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. Who says being watched is a bad thing? If we haven't done anything wrong, we don't have anything to worry about. I'm sure she knows we're on her side. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. This is it. The mirror's going to go away, and she's going to startle us. We better brace ourselves. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Hopelessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts your bones.
Oh shit!
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding
How could
your
you even do
veins as
that?
Your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with a terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Oh, she
You killed me
evolved
last
so
time,
much.
And that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom. But then you took my body away from me.
Sorry about that, princess.
So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Great, we're all on the same page then. The important part now is that we let her know that we're completely on board with this.
Okay, opportunist.
She clearly hates us. I'm not sure letting her in is a good idea. Oh, don't have second thoughts. This has to happen. It's clearly the only way we save our skin and get out of here. Ignore him. Have those second thoughts. Have them now.
We're even now. You killed me and then I killed you.
I think you forgot something, like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse, and it's all thanks to you. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Ego is all about perspective. After all you've done, why would I ever care about what you think of me? Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her
Oh
torso
no, she's
stretches
getting
until
inside.
her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Look, she's mad at us, I get it. But it's nothing we can't clear up after she possesses our body. Don't worry. I'm what you might call a smooth talker. I like it.
Right, okay.
Oh, will you now? With her like that? Good luck with that. Doesn't seem like she's too keen on forgiveness. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
This is not fine.
Is there any conceivable way that this is fine? Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Oh, we are one again.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ah.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. The two of you are being incredibly rude. Hi, hello, welcome. I live here, along with him, and... Well, I've never been clear on whether or not he lives here.
You mean me?
I don't think this is helping. We should try to keep a low profile. I just want to tell you how great a job you do. You're a real go-getter.
You're such a
Seizing
kiss
destiny by the
ass.
throat and making it yours. It's the kind of gumption a guy can really admire. That was then. This is now. I'm a big fan of winners, and you're the biggest winner around.
I mean, you know, bygones can be bygones.
I'll have you know that as soon as we wound up back in the woods on this go-around, I suggested that we free you. I'm on your side. At the end of the day, I just want a job. I figure if he's right and you're going to end the world, there's got to be something else coming after all that. And I want to make sure I have a place helping you run it. I think you should stop talking.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is that whatever comes after is going to be a hefty management task. You don't want to do all that alone. And we are the only people you know. Possibly the only people left alive once you've done whatever it is you're going to do. So you'll have to hire us. We're going to die. No, we're going to do something worse than dying. She's going to torture us out of existence, and it's all going to be your fault. We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here.
How do you store will?
Throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants. Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Throw your body into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Now this is just embarrassing. I would have made sure all of you had cushy jobs on the other side of this. You're going to make it impossible to patch things up.
Shut up, opportunist.
It's now or never, no doubt. Just make it happen. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
I don't hate you,
A
princess.
thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall and fall. I thought we already fell forever. But now we're falling with her. She doesn't get an easy way out this time, just like we didn't get an easy way out last time. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now? But I want to know what he thinks happens now. Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
It's you and you and you and me. Oi! Terminal velocity ceases and you feel something, a mass, a girl torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
Princess!
She's gone. And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, trust
It
me.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way. If they think it's bad, I'm with them. Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you? Finally. We're going places.
You've grown. Oh, okay, so this is gonna be the same. You finally once again.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know.
Okay, what do you think about this body?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in
She's a
herself.
boss lady.
She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Alright.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. we will meet again.
You're on a path in.
Okay, let's do this.
That's
Sweet.
the spirit. You make your way up the short. A warning. She will lie.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go through with this. Still, I kind of want to save her. I wonder if there's a
interior of
good
the cabin is
ending
almost entirely
somewhere,
bare.
somehow, except
the
for
air
the
is
other
stale
one.
and musty, and the blade is your imp. You take the blade. The door. Her voice.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
You walk down the.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
That giant knife you're holding kind of.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Drop it.
The blade.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just.
Against your better will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. I know.
I have my reasons. I think I'd just come here to kill someone without even knowing.
And yet, you hesitated the moment you saw me. And you dropped your knife. If killing me was really that important, you'd have a little more gumption, don't you think? So,
Sassy.
someone put you up to this, right? And whoever it is, it's probably the same someone who shoved me into this dark pit and chained me to a wall.
That's a fair question. Who chained her in this basement, and if she's so dangerous, how did they manage to trap her? And why have we been left to do their dirty work? Don't give away the game, and don't let her distract you. That's exactly.
I'm right, aren't I? So who put you up to this?
Don't just tell her that.
I just did.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world.
Okay, you've already told me that. Have they told you why I'm like...
Princess hesitates, but she doesn't know. She knows what she'd do.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here, whoever sent you to
Okay.
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes. She hesitates before.
You can address me as...
Yeah.
Oh, have you decided...
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Yeah, don't worry,
You
narrator.
walk up to the chains
We've done this
binding
before.
the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should... I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of. You try the door. You're here. You make your way back. Easier for every. Against you cut into her. The blade is sharp and you. No, we won't have any of that. As the princess approaches. Wait, watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little...
Your body loves. Stop. The blade. Move.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
Yeah.
My trick. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
I'm inclined to agree.
Alright, proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will.
Yeah.
Did you just say wink out loud? The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat, and the only furniture of note. The blade is your.
Let me see here. I think last time we took the blade. This time we entered the basement without the blade.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us?
Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
Okay, I'm trusting you.
No.
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. What? You do exactly that. Sweep the
Damn it.
knife from the table before proceeding to the basement.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
Yeah,
You don't
I know what
have to do
happened
anything,
last
but
time.
you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open.
The two of us should chat before we bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess.
There's fine.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon.
Do you think this is a game? Do you think these chains take away my say in things?
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant, they're around your neck.
Oh,
both of
wow.
you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her. I
Exactly.
can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if the roles were reversed?
Yes. No,
I
Batman.
don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relationships when we're not being strangled? How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
Jump it.
As your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
She pulls up her
Ah,
head,
no!
smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No. You
Look
close your
away.
eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly... Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed. With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make the windows. The door. Check the You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago,
I knew
the
it.
only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward?
This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have
That's just bullet.
it. And I suggest that you have it.
Okay.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
I was kind of hoping we get a better ending for saving the world.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
What do you suggest then? I don't...
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over. He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
No, I don't know.
You
Slayers.
goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Look, here's the thing. If I do become immortal, I should have something with me to keep me entertained. Not just this bliss that you speak
Why
of.
should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you
Yeah, we
want?
pretty much saved this world.
I don't have to answer that. That's all we needed to hear. You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
No.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
The grey.
You're on a path in the woods. See, that wasn't so bad. And now we've got another chance to get to the bottom of things. Bit by bit, we're starting to unravel this place. There are so many more threads to pull once you start feeling.
Oh, hey there, cold guy.
That's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay? I'm feeling nothing. And I like that just fine. He's not wrong. Sentimentality won't help us here. We need scientific rigor. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2? It's our 3rd. What gave it away? Your open discussions. You came around on that awful fast. Have you just been pretending to forget every time? I'm afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lifetimes were just that. Other versions of me. I just wish I'd been the first. So you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage. That's because there is no using it to your advantage. The more information you have, the harder it will be for you to succeed. You say that, but we didn't have to do anything last time. She slew herself.
Exactly.
It was nauseating.
And yeah, it's true.
Yes. She cut off her head, and now she's dead. And I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave. She cut off her head? Her head? Without you doing anything? Yes.
Yep.
Then why, pray tell, are you here? Oh, I know that one. We killed ourselves. Why? Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward. Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy.
No. I need my Switch.
We weren't. We were bored.
Exactly.
You were bored. I was just unhappy. There were still answers that we needed to find. It was actually working. And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything.
No, shut it, narrator.
How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us? The world doesn't stay saved if you die. And if the world isn't saved, then that means she isn't dead. Oh, now isn't that interesting? I assumed she'd just be a pile of old bones. But perhaps she's not. There's only one way to find out. We should go see her.
Okay.
Yes, things are different, aren't they?
Yeah, it's not even the
If
woods.
this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Her influence? What's that supposed to mean? It means exactly what I said. Don't overthink it, or you run the risk of making your task so much more difficult than it has to be. And what is that supposed to mean? Forget I said anything. I've probably already made things worse, and I need to stop talking about this now before I definitely make things worse. Oh, come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to know? No. Is there a reason it would be raining? If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about. A drenched corpse is still a corpse.
I mean, I don't know if she's a corpse, though, so... Alright, let's go.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright? What we do is entirely up to us.
Exactly.
We have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right?
I kind of already know
You're not
those,
here
so...
to solve a mystery. You're here to save the world. That's what you say. But how can we be sure? We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us. Okay, but we should care about the fate of the world. Why? Because we should. I don't know. It's important. Is it? Yes. I think.
Don't be skeptical of yourself this time now,
For
hero.
all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real. Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else? Maybe we are. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await. As soon as you enter the cabin,
Oh,
you're
shit.
struck by an overwhelming scent of decay, of mold and death and stagnant water. The once stately wooden building is bloated, its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction, all but the exterior stone walls warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the rotting
She became
wood
a
of the
wraith
wall.
again.
Is that her? It's like she isn't even there. See? We killed her. You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade.
Oh, where's the prison blade?
That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Maybe it's gone because she already killed herself with it. But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too? Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Approach the
You
mirror.
make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. Yeah, we can see it now. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
Oh man, why do you sound so sus?
No way left to go but down. The door to the basement groans open. The air is foul and wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark waters. There she is again. Barely. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner. You
Is anyone
receive
there?
No response. Do you think she's upset with us? I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
I mean, she kind of did what she did last
She doesn't
time.
seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A bloated body floating face down in slowly rising waters. Her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead. She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do? She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is. Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games. If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Your thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
There was one time.
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table. Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't. But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Bold of you to come back here after what you did. You were supposed to take me with you. Didn't I ask you for help? This isn't help.
But she doesn't answer your question. All she does is watch you in shadowed silence. Do you hear that trickling sound? The water's rising, isn't it? It is.
Oh, that's not good.
And it's rising fast. Oh, that's interesting. We've never drowned before. I wonder how it'll feel.
Oh, come on, emo guy.
Bad, I bet.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't think dying ever feels good. Yes, how astute. Dying is bad and you should avoid it. How about you stop trying to talk to her and do something instead?
Pathetic.
The water is rising faster now. It's flowing in from some unseen place, and judging by the height of the algae on the stairs, it has no intention of stopping anytime soon. You feel it creeping up your back, so cold that it steals the very warmth from your flesh, leaving a smothering numbness in its place. Are you really just going to stand there and let yourself die? Yeah, let's think. Where is it coming from? It's coming from some unseen place. Does it really matter where it's coming from? Because I can feel it rising. I don't think we have much time to sleuth. Yes, it matters. Maybe we can find a way out. Maybe we can figure out a way to make this work. This is just a puzzle. We can solve it. Some things aren't puzzles to be solved. Sometimes you're doomed from the start. Yes, most people are doomed. But in case you need reminding, everyone will be doomed forever unless you stop her.
Okay. What's wrong with you? I don't want this. I'm going to drown. Let me out. Rush for the blade. Rush for the blade.
The princess eyes you with a disaffected gaze as you rush up the stairs, but you don't make it past the first few steps.
How so? Uh-oh.
The door bursts open, a powerful wave of water crashing down towards you. You're swept up in the flood. Your head slams into the basement wall. You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out. It's so dark and cold, I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this? Just keep breathing, we'll figure this out.
We're eventually gonna run out of air.
Doesn't matter either way, but you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle.
Uh-oh.
You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged.
Drowning is the worst. I think drowning is the worst way to die. Because like you have like a few minutes, I think, to like struggle. Then everything goes bye-bye. Like the worst, that's one of the worst types of deaths that I want to happen to me.
As you sink below the surface,
pretty bad.
You see it. Or rather, you see her. The body you found floating when you first arrived.
But she has her head on.
Locked around your ankle. The heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating nothingness. Just get it away from us, please. The past is the past. There's no changing it. There's nothing to fix. And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along. But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Your lungs filled with water, the same your mind filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
Oh no, she went back. Oh, we still somehow survived though, so it's but your failure will never be. It's time for you to leave.
Gone. And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
You find yourself in a long quiet again. Yeah.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all. This one is guarded sorrow. She saw herself as alone, but in the end had the courage to share with another. She will make for a deep heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally been heard.
Really? I don't know about that.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Alright, I'm ready.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. Before she will lie. We're not going to go through. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking.
Okay, what if we were
The
silent
interior
type?
of the cabin is almost a blade. Is your implement.
Take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the door to the basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, so you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now,
I wonder. Drop the blade.
the blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Do you? I see. The silent treatment. You know, if you don't share with me, well, I'm not going to share with you.
Alright.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
You make your way back to the bottom. Against your better No, we won't have any.
Ah! Okay.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it.
Ah,
She
shit.
grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow
Okay,
is as
every
punishing as
time-
the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with...
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and...
She places a confident... Her knee falls to your throat. You can't just end like this. I'm sorry. Everything goes
Stupid
dark.
narrator. So any
you
option I would
die.
do, we still die in the end.
You're on a path. Oh, she will. We might as well just... Can we tone down the pessimism? Just... if
Proceed to
that's
the
what you
cabin.
want.
Oh, I think this is the mommy.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small.
Take the bed.
You take... You walk up... What are you talking? You reach forward. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Witness me!
You weren't
Chat,
kidding
let's
when you said
witness
it was
her.
Booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase
Making
is a
your way
time-consuming
down.
and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber
Spiral
over
staircase.
one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do.
You know, I have a
told you
question.
It was pointless to resist her.
Why is there a secondary chain in the first place?
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Thank you, thank you.
Drop it.
No.
As if on command, the
Ah, damn
blade
it.
slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I
Yeah,
have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
asshole.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Exactly.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart.
No, I didn't.
It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right. We've been here before.
Yeah.
We've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us and help her. She is inevitable.
Bro,
How
broken?
do you feel it?
I think you're
He's
too...
being melodramatic, but the point stands.
Exactly.
What are we even supposed to do to stop her? Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Alright.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh, shit. Pick up the
You
blade.
reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway. You can feel a creaking.
Oh no,
tension
I
in
think
your
I
body
know where
and
this is
will
going.
As you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet, shy,
Now I remember what your
while
voice
I
sounds like.
am brilliant radiance.
Kerrigan.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your
Ah.
throat.
Kerrigan, what the hell are you doing here?
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
End this.
We'll end this all right.
Your hand
Oh, shit,
grabs the
no.
blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
You can't resist? Yeah, slay the
Body
princess.
is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry.
Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the flesh.
That's kind of...
Blood fills your lungs.
That's pneumothorax for you.
Now, do
Or
it
not
again.
pneumothorax.
Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Oh shit.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
Look, narrator. I don't think you have the power here.
It's what she wants.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand loops around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still
Oh
flavors
man,
towards you,
I'm just
managing to
stabbing
slice
myself
bits of
over
skin
and over.
to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
Hero, you're so weak.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
No. Slay the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your
Ah,
blade
that's so
expose bone
messed
and
up.
muscle to the open air of the basement.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
My
Exactly.
influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward.
Yeah, drive the knife
This
forward to
whole
my
thing
lungs.
is so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's
Bro.
just doing what she has to.
Damn it, bro. Oh,
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before.
how so?
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
No,
Well, that's demeaning, isn't it?
exactly.
Yes, how thoughtful of you. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Slay the princess.
Yes, though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side
Yeah, let's
before
do
she
this.
The wind of your freedom rushes
Oh,
through
shit,
you,
the
and
echo.
you channel it into a
Or Achilles heel.
decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the
ankle.
tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She
Oh, that's a
falls
very
to the
deep
floor,
cut.
crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target
oh,
again
shit.
and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh.
We can do this, can't we?
You always
Can.
could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness. Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You.
Oh my.
You worm, you defiler. You don't know the consequences of your arrogance.
Do I now?
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet
Oh shit. She became a titan.
waves, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest.
Oh, that's a very big fist.
Your body is crushed.
We won't be able to.
She pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
Mm-hmm.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
Oh, shut it,
The
bro.
princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
Okay, for once, I agree with the narrator in this one.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty. Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
Oh, shut it.
She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
No, I don't think
Don't
so.
let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something,
I'm still dying though.
I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Fury. Oh shit.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that? I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be.
You're damn right we did. You'll
Yeah.
get over it. Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed.
Exactly.
Being too generous, he did get us killed.
Uh,
Alright, enough
Sure.
chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If you're... This is just great.
should always have breath here.
Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here. This is all different.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this.
Yeah.
I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me. That's not really an answer.
No.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Okay, if you want me to explain it, then you better tell us everything. Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. Better listen.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten to say things.
I mean, you're trying to get us killed.
Crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly.
Exactly.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
We died. If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me. To her.
Oh, stop
Aside
whining.
from our sulking friend, I don't think we have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change. Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Okay, thanks, Stubbs. Okay, let's go to the cabin. No
Good.
point in mulling.
All on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
I mean, we don't have a choice in this one, do
That's
we?
it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Proceed to cabin.
The interior of the
Oh,
cabin is a place
boy.
that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high-arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it.
It's kind of
Viscous
gross.
fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Meat.
That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No more messing around. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us is broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Yeah. But let's take the blade.
Take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Let's do this.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Yo, chill out,
You
bro.
want to know what we're seeing? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Shit. Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time. You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised?
Exactly.
You step forward into the darkness.
Oh, it's even dark.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose.
It's
The high
so...
vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight,
Blech.
while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Kind
Her
of,
voice,
yeah.
a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
She's so angry. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anything.
Yeah, there's something as a...
She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
heroes.
She was going to end the world last time. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here. And it's why your task is so important.
Alright, let's go.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, what kind of monstrosity are we gonna see?
The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears.
Oh shit!
It flops to the ground, and she pulls
She
her
tore off
red,
her skin.
glistening arm free from her bindings.
Oh, at least it's better than last time.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Oh, hold on. Probably too loud.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
I'm going to end you!
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Play the music. Dun, dun.
Heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
That doesn't sound good.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Oh, feathers.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Oh. To where you did not die by her hand.
She's gone. And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's
It
okay,
feels so
trust me.
bad. Like looking into it. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Okay, Stubbs, now you're going in too
I
hard.
don't want to look at us. Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
A mercy.
Oh, you've unraveled. You find yourself. Proceed to the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I'm This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace. No. The point of awakening is to find out.
That makes sense.
No. Their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Yes, I do.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
And I'm not going to back. I'm ready.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
That said,
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
right. That said, I think it's a good time to stop. Just because it's a cliffhanger, meaning it wasn't really a cliffhanger. Like, we pretty much had the other ending, and it's up to you guys to figure out if you want to see the true ending. Because right now I have to go. Honestly, I need to prepare some dinner. In any case, I hope you guys had a good one. This game is really good. So I kind of encourage you to play it if you can. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday. I don't know what we're gonna play next Wednesday though. So we'll see. We'll figure things out. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Bye.